Hey, what is up guys? It's your boy Speed here, and today I want to talk about one of the coolest new trends of carry. Now, to be fair, it's not like the wildest thing in the world. It's Nature's Prophet carry, and it is going to be built with Mjolnir, Hurricane Pike, and so on and so forth. But the style of gameplay that Mickey executes in these matches is really awesome. I mean, I'm super serious. I watched this game through, and I'm like, I gotta make a video on this. The gameplay is just really smooth. It's really smooth. It's high octane. He's going for kills like crazy. And, you know, it's funny. I've coached a lot of MP in the past, and typically the advice I give is, you know, make sure you hit your timings. Play the game a little bit slow, get to that Mjolnir, join fights only with the Wrath of Nature. And to be fair, he does tend to play around Wrath of Nature, so that will be a theme of this video. But yeah, Nature's Prophet carry with max Q, right? Ever since they removed the Ironwood Treant, people are playing around Sprout. But yeah, why is it good on carry? Well, those blood grenades were pretty funny. Are they going to kill it? They're going to have to shackle. Yeah, all right, they're going to shackle. So he's going to get first blood this game, which is obviously not going to get first blood this game. But yeah, in terms of starting items, circlet, stick, you're either starting like this, which is with tangos. It actually makes a lot of sense to do this instead of 1-3 branches, because you really want tangos immediately on this hero. Why? When you sprout yourself and eat one of the tangos, or one of the trees, you naturally get double the tango. That's the nicest thing about this NP, right? If you eat one of the sprouts, you get double tango. And funny enough, you can do it on both your allies. So if they're working together here, he can sprout himself or sprout a support, get the heals, right? Obviously the trees heal as well. It's not a lot of healing, honestly. Really, most of the healing is going to be from eating one of the sprouts. The Undying actually did it there. And so he's going to get this Giga Tango. The Giga Tango. But yeah, in the laning stage, the nicest thing about this hero is the fact that Sprout is only 70 mana, right? For a hero that is universal and has pretty high base int at 22 and gains 3.5 per level, it's very low cost at 70, right? So you can spam it. I mean, you should be spamming this. And the big thing is, you're not skilling treants with this build, so you're never really gonna have mana problems. You can even TP to base with regular TP and TP back out with W if you actually have some sort of mana problem. And yeah, he's trading pretty aggressively here, even with the Skywrath. You can use the Sprout to secure range creeps. It is a pretty low 70 damage. So I highly recommend, guys, the majority of early Sprouts to be either secure a creep or to heal. So for instance here, I would love to see him sprout himself and have the Undying eat one of the tangos. Like the Undying ate a tree there. I would have loved to see a self-sprout, him eat a tango, Undying eat a tango, right? To me, that would be much more efficient. Really nice. So obviously disagree a little bit. I honestly don't know why he's not sprouting himself and eating a tree here. It would be so efficient, as you know, he eats a tree, and I don't know. To me that was a bit of a misplay, right? This whole sequence, he could probably be abusing that mechanic because it's really broken. Like getting double tango is just some insane GPM efficiency, right? If you do it 3 times in the lane, it's just 90 gold. Like that's how I view it. It's 90 gold. That's a lot, right? It's like 2 last hits, and if you use it with a support, right, it can be 4 last hits in really a short period of time. You're going to be consuming a lot of tangos in Dota. Going through 6 tangos is not that crazy. But yeah, this next sequence is kind of what I mean with him being really aggressive. He's going to go help out the Lotus fight here. I think it's pretty cool that he actually uses teleport like this. He's getting harassed pretty aggressively by the Skywrath here, but actually TP's on the side, and when you TP with Prophet, you get a barrier. So he gets a 70 barrier, gonna spread up the axe. It's not gonna do anything crazy here, but it's gonna let the zombies build up a little, deal a bit of damage. It does heal him a little, right? Because when you cast Sprout, it makes the nearby trees become healing trees as well. Again, it doesn't heal that much, like, but you can see these trees, when he sprouts like this, these trees are like, have these yellow petals. That means they're healing. So you will heal a little bit. You can see him healing from it. You will heal a little bit. But again, probably my main criticism is that he could have used the double tango thing a bit more. I would like to see him do that. Either way, getting shared to tango, items, null, wand, you need these, you need mana. The wand is actually less important than the null. You really want the 1 mana regen. Again, your goal on this hero is to spam Sprout. You should be spamming Sprout. Even here, he's just trying to sprout the axe. Because, again, if you're near trees, it's going to heal you. Unfortunately, he's not near the right trees here, but if you sprout them on the wave and you're close to it, you will heal. So yeah, this hero's sustain in the laning stage is just very impressive. Like, I really can't stress enough how hard Axe Skywrath is. To be fair, he's laning with a First Blood Undying, which absolutely helps, like, a lot. As we're going to see his first TP of the game here. And he looks for these plays a lot, and I mean a lot. This guy is the most active NP I've personally seen. As he's going to TP in top, 2 points in the Sprout. Cleans up. Probably wasn't needed, but I mean, sure. Gets the kill, and he's going to TP back bottom. Now, you got to be careful when you TP back bottom like this, not to instantly die. But as long as you don't instantly die, your W, pretty short cooldown considering you're putting points in it, right? It's only a 50-second cooldown. It's going to see us up the wave here. And one thing I will say, guys, that I really love is to buy another set of tangos. This might sound insane, but I'm not lying when, like, mid-game tangos on this hero are value. A tango at minute 14, if you sprout yourself and eat it, does a lot. Like, you'd be surprised how effective double regen tango is, even in mid-game team fights. Like, it just adds up. Is he actually getting ganked here? Probably fine. Thinking about sprouting himself, but no, they're actually countering. The Shaman reading this move super, super well. Nothing too crazy to do on MP carry in these fights, right? I mean, you're just going to click sprout when you have it. You're not that strong. This hero is not some early game dominator by any stretch. This is going to get the flag bearer. But almost at level 6. This is going to be a huge timing for the hero. Well, getting ganked up here and not the best position. But this is what I'm talking about. Right here, guys, I'm telling you. I mean, he's probably dead. But I'm telling you, right here, if he gets gone on, and after he's done getting silenced, the best reaction is to have a tango in your inventory, and I really do mean this, is to sprout yourself and tango out the other side. Because 2 reasons. Tango, and also because people will think you're TPing out. I assure you, this is one of my biggest tips I can give for MP players. If you sprout yourself and eat a tango out the other side, they're going to think you're TPing out, and the amount of time they'll waste, like, eating the tree, quelling the tree, and then looking inside, because it doesn't give perfect vision, the sprout, it's like very clunky, is high. And I actually think it would probably save him here. So yeah, just keep it in mind, because it might have been the difference there. Like, super might have been the difference there. Okay, next up, you're going to buy Maelstrom, Treads, Raindrops. This hero tends to need a lot of mana, even though you only have 1 real spell. You want to spam it, like literally spam it, as you'll see him use it here. And then you buy Gloves, right, for your next component as heals. Okay, I'm actually surprised he didn't sprout the wave there. Okay, I don't know what the reason was. This fight breaks out here. Drops his ulti, cleans up a quick kill, nothing special. Just a little snipe on the Meepo, as he's going to start to farm up the back camps. Now, this isn't that efficient. Really, the big problem with this build is that, like, farming these back camps is kind of slow. So I think his main mentality is, like, to join the early fights. As you can see him TPing in here, as barely gets the sprout on the quap. Is it the difference? Wow, it actually is. And so he snipes a kill. And yeah, with this hero, the reason why joining these kills is a good idea, from what I understand now, is you don't really want to sit in your lane. You're very gankable, very, very gankable, and you don't farm that efficiently. Now, to be clear, guys, you should still spend most of your time in the lane. If you are fighting off cooldown, you're gonna be poor. Like, I'm not saying fight off cooldown. It doesn't mean teleport off cooldown. That is not what I'm saying. It just means if you feel under threat, like you feel uncomfortable being in the lane, you're being left alone, you don't see the enemy mid, or you lost your lane, things are going bad, it's good to kind of get out and make a play on the opposite side of the map, because worst case scenario, you don't get a kill, the enemy team probably reacts to your TP play, and you can TP right back to your lane with your regular TP, which, by the way, he's rebuying it. Notice he's actually investing the gold to rebuy it, right, which is huge. Absolutely huge. I can't stress that enough. So you can make plays and then come back to lane creeps, because you don't want to jungle. It's really bad to jungle. It's very slow. You do it if you have to. In some games you have to, but you really don't want to. As he eventually farms up this ancient camp, always looking to make a play. Nothing really to do here. Again, farming up the wave. At this point with Maelstrom, now you can farm neutrals. It becomes quite efficient at this point. Oh, this was my favorite play of the game. So Chad. Really, I mean this. So Chad. Just the Shaman finds the Warlock, and they're clearly on the same page, but he's very quick to TP into this. And to me, I would be a little scared. I mean, he's probably calling out that the enemy team just isn't ready, but I would be a little scared, you know? They have a lot of damage to kill you. Warlock, Skywrath, Quap early game. But no, he's just forcing the issue. In. Super great play. Almost stealing a stack. Sprouts up the Quap. Kind of baits out the Quap ulti there. Oh, he missed the root. I wonder if they would have killed him. He missed the root. It's actually TPing ahead. Oh, this was such a nice TP. He actually gets him here. 6-second cooldown. Quap didn't have a way out. Gets a Maelstrom proc, which wasn't surprising. And yeah, wins the fight. Sprouts the Undying to heal him. So what a sequence, you know what I mean? I mean, just so quick with that. And obviously, a lot of that move as well was Boxy coming in at the right time and probably making the call more than Mickey was in that case. But still, super, super nice. Yeah, it's going to farm up some Ancients, sprouts it up. You need to kite it backwards. But the nice thing about this sprout build is typically this hero has some major sustain issues, but you don't, right? It's actually a big upside of this build. I really mean that. I've played a lot of this hero. You get low when you have just max treants. If you take some random damage from a fight or from neutrals, you can't heal it. But with this build, it's not an issue. And it actually matters. You're more ready for the fights. As you farm neutrals, plenty efficient. All you really need is a Maelstrom. Now he has Mjolnir. Which at this point, once you have Maelstrom, you can start to take Triangle if you need to. As his team flips the side of the map, looking to clean up the remaining tier 1. As fight happens bottom, he's going to ulti top. So just a quick reminder, guys, when you want to use your ulti, you use it on the opposite side of the map. It does more damage the more it bounces, and so if a fight happens top, you click bottom on the minimap. If a fight happens bottom, you click top on the minimap. As he thinks about joining in the fight here, he's going to actually TP in late top. On Mjolnir time, you're insanely strong, and note how he uses it immediately. Immediately. Guys, do not use it. It is one of the most broken item actives in the game. The amount of DPS Mjolnir active does is absurd. It's the reason why it's so good on MP. Yes, the attack speed is great on this hero, but actually the main reason this item is broken is because when you TP in and you have this nice barrier and quite a bit of health, especially with D-Lance and then Pike, your Mjolnir active is insane. Because every instance of damage that you take can proc the Mjolnir, right? It's super, super good. So guys, if you buy Mjolnir, remember to use it. Remember to use it. It's so broken as well. TPing in so quick with the Shaman. And this kill duo, it's fast. It is fast. The Shaman Dawn MP, it is fast. As he gets canceled here, but look, he's so good at this. Really, he's so good at this. So many MPs are terrible at remembering to use the Mjolnir active. Gets jumped. His reaction actually should be to sprout himself in a lot of cases. I get why he does it on Warlock here. It's just kind of like gonna give him damage. But one thing to keep in mind, when you are next to trees on NP, it gives you damage. That is your innate. So if you sprout yourself, you actually get very high damage. So remember, guys, if you're getting ganked, sprout yourself and fight back. It is the best way to max your DPS. And he probably even should have done it there, but yeah, I mean, the Warlock messed up the quelling and he didn't get out. But the Mjolnir active going to work here. The amount of damage he does before he dies to the Meatbow, to the Warlock, and to the Act is insanely high. And they win the fight, so just well done. And that's why you kind of want to buy D-Lance on this hero. Obviously, attack range is just good. You're just a ranged hero who does a lot of damage and gets kited, so D-Lance is just good. But Agi, right, attack speed with Mjolnir, and then strength with Mjolnir shield is incredible, right? I can't stress. I don't think, like, I really don't think, I know I'm repeating myself at this point, but like, I don't think people realize like how integral the active is in this build. And if you don't use it, it's probably just bad. Like, it's probably not worth buying the D-Lance in a lot of cases, but okay. Gets his Aegis, really nice Roshan a minute 13. I mean, sorry, 18 with their advantage. Gonna clear up some waves. Some more camps. Some more back camps. Tune up his shard next, which is actually something he does. I mean, in particular, he likes it. Some carry MPs won't do this as, oh, this Shaman MP just going to work this game is, they're going to probably pretty easily clean up this fight. Yeah. Very easily clean up this fight. Yeah, the shard, looking for the shard next, mainly as a vision tool. It is decent DPS, but it's primarily as a vision tool. And again, remember to sprout your teammates, yourself, just to heal. It's back into the triangle, and you can see the primary farming rotation once you hit Mjolnir, even when you hit Maelstrom, but especially when you hit Mjolnir, is the Ancients. You can farm anywhere. Like, if you have an axe, for instance, like, if you have an offlaner who wants to farm the triangle, don't take the triangle. You can take anything else on this hero. As, look at this crazy fight breakout, but he's so farmed, so tanky. And by the way, guys, over the E, taking stats. So at level 10, he took Wrath of Nature base damage. At level 15, he takes Sprout Heal per second, which I actually find to be a very underwhelming talent. I mean, 20%, it's okay. It's okay. You know, just okay, but casts his shard here, which probably doesn't do that much considering he already sees them, but it does a decent amount once you sprout, right? The shard does damage based on how many trees are around them, so you have to click it and then sprout to maximize the damage, but oh, look at this AoE damage. Oh my, I gotta replay that. That was crazy. Drops the ult, sprout onto the sky, Mjolnir proc, Maelstrom proc, ulti goes through, is the oh my god, if he didn't pop Essence Ring, he probably would have died. As the Shaman can right-click the Skyrath to death, And they couldn't even go on him. I mean, to be fair, he has Aegis and Pike. They couldn't even go on him. Probably going to TP to look to finish off this axe. Man. Such great impact. I mean, he's making this hero look even better than I thought it was. Ghost Scepter comes out. Shard going to actually kill off the Skywrath. And they win another fight, clearing up some of the top creeps now. Onto the mid tower. BKB next, and I think it's good not to greed on this hero again. Mjolnir is such a high damage item that staying alive is the name of the game for this hero. You're actually more of a frontliner, which sounds kind of crazy, but with the barrier from your W and the effective HP and repositioning from Pike, you're a really, really good bait hero. It's very easy to bait. And also sprouting yourself. He hasn't done it a lot this game, but if the game is a bit more even... Oh, wow, that Quapple almost killed him. They'll finish off the Meepo, but yeah, he actually has to TP out. But yeah, this hero is very squishy, and so it tends to be much, much safer to kind of just play it safe and buy BKB. Right, more than anything. Okay. Gonna make the safe play, don't rejoin bad fights, even going for Satanic next. And the game can be a little sketchy at this point if it's a bit more even against Meepo. I mean, obviously they've done an incredible job just playing like super high tempo and just running at the enemy. Right, really, really nice job. At this point, I mean, they just explode this Meepo. Oh my gosh. Oh, they have the Underlord combo too. I didn't even realize. I didn't even realize. That is so funny. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, if you have Underlord on your team and you have a teleport ability or if you use teleport scroll, you get bonus movement speed and damage reduction. It's also buffed up by his 10 talent. So he's getting movement speed and damage reduction every time he TPs in for 5 seconds, which is actually really significant. I mean, you'll see it here. So when he TPs in, he just is getting 22% movement speed, so you actually can chase this Warlock pretty effectively. This combo's, I don't know if it's intentional. I mean, they probably just pick Underlord primarily because it's like good against Axe, it's pretty good against Quap, it's good against Meepo. So it's probably more just casual, but like, it is very good with something like NP. Oh, kills them all. And yeah, that's going to be about at the end. I mean, I'll quickly cover the remainder of like items that you would buy. He goes for sprout damage. Personally, I highly disagree with this. Like, I highly disagree with this. Wrath of Nature cooldown to me is way too good in the late game. I mean, the ability to clear waves globally and like most of them, it's also just better for farming. Like, I don't know. I really don't like sprout damage. I think 170 damage at this point in the game just isn't enough compared to 15 seconds cooldown on one of the best late game abilities. Like, I really disagree. At level 25, he's probably going to lean towards remove teleport cooldown. I will admit, guys, I actually think it's probably better to like skip one all stat, max out the Treants, and have the Treant talent at 25. I still think, even though they're not like the Ironwood Treant, I still think they're better. It's way too much building pressure, way too much map pressure. The vision it gives, I mean, I really don't think it's worth taking like one all stat and like not having max Treants with the 25 talent. I super feel strongly about that. So probably something to try as well. All right, that's gonna be all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.
And that's all, but remember, before you leave, before you tune out, subscribe to the GameLeap website where we are going to help you get to the next rank. If you're stuck, click the link down below, and I'm out.